Last week we study and translated the Tatta Samma Sammancha Savadame Bisambuddhodi Sammasambuddho Bhagawa, this sentence. Okay, according to Charasangana version, this is Tatta Samma sentence is how to say the initial sentence, the beginning sentence of the paragraph. So it is Vikha is the definition of the word Sammasambuddho, but in the applications, Myanmar application, Myanmar Tipitaka Pāḷi application, and the English version also. This is there is spelling mistake. So I saw Sammasambuddha, and the Sammasambuddha also Samma and Sambuddha, they are separated. So it should be connected as compound, single word, Samma Sambuddho. There, Samma, and then gap, and then Sambuddha, like that, wrong. So applications, we need to use carefully. We need to use carefully, Okay, last week I asked you these questions. Did the Buddha really attain omniscient knowledge? And then the last question I asked you, do you remember? What kinds of meditations did the Buddha used under his Lokiya teachers, mundane teachers, Alāra and Uddaka? Okay, I also couldn't check. Okay, this question also very interesting. The answer. The answer to that questions is related to, like the Buddha's claim, he has no teacher. He has no teacher. Okay, he has no teacher. In the case of Lokiya case, he had teachers. So by means of maybe by means of maybe physical skills, like how to say, shooting arrows, etc. Like physical skills, and the mental skills, Lokiya mental skills, like so he attains rupa, the highest stage, rupa, arupa, Jhāna, Jhāna, and then Akiñcaññāyatana-jhāna. So he attained these even arupa jhanas and the two teachers, Alāra and Uddaka. So when he with which meditation he attained these meditation objects, and then how to say, before his enlightenment, before his attaining Abhidhamma, he got arupa jhana also, arupa jhana again, but based on anapanasati, in-breath and out-breath meditation. So we can say the Buddha attained rupa and arupa jhana twice. And then another question is, so after attaining these rupa and arupa jhanas, and the guidance of the two Logia teachers, Alāra and Uddaka. So his those jhana disappeared in him or not, in him or not. So I think so. According to the how to say the story, the how to say the chronicle of the Buddha. So he lost those jhanas. I'm also not sure. I how to say by seeing because he remembered his anapanasati in breath and out breath, and under the shade of a tree as a boy, as a baby. At the time he goes, past jhana, rupa past jhana. And then so he remember under the Bodhi tree also that anapanasati. And then he used that meditation, anapanasati, and then finally he became Buddha. So uh, so this I think suggest he lost his jhanas. So I think so. Okay. So main question is what kinds of meditations did he use uh, to attain arupa jhanas and Alāra and Uddaka? Do you know what kinds of meditation?
Samatha meditation side.
No, no, no. Some meditation there are 40, there are 40 kinds of meditations. Okay, 40 kinds of meditations. So I think you also already read the Chronicle of the Buddha, right? Um, so
Not entirely.
yeah,
Not entirely.
not entirely. Yeah, not entirely. Yes. So we have in Myanmar we have the Chronicle of the Buddha. I think like 6 parts, 8 volumes. 6 parts, 8 volumes.
No,
Yeah,
that's
which
true.
were written by the foremost Tipitaka Sayadaw, Mengo Sayadaw. He wrote, we call Naingano Buddha, that's the government chronicle of the Buddha, like that. So there also sometimes he Sayadaw gives explanations. Of course, everything he cannot give reasons, explanation like this, So,
So what's the question, You said that the Bodhisatta attained the Arupa jhana based on what? Meditation?
huh?
Object?
Huh?
What was your question?
Uh, what kinds of meditation, what kinds of meditation did the Buddha, that Bodhisatta used? Bodhisatta used, yeah, and Alāra and Uddaka. So let me, another way we can ask, what kinds of meditation did Alāra and Uddaka give to the Buddha, to attain Arupa jhanas, to attain,
The four
What do you mean? For we know that for the first teacher, that is the Akiñcaññāyatana, which means he has to take the second Arupa jhana as the object, right? And for the Nirvāsanyana, then he has to take the
uh,
for the for the Akiñcaññā, then he has to take the object is the absence of the first
okay.
Arupa citta.
So
For
then,
the Nirvāsanyana, then he take
yeah,
the object is obvious.
no, obvious me. He has, two teachers, Alāra and Uddaka. Alāra is the first teacher. So especially
Yeah.
we should ask, what kinds of meditation did Alāra give to him?
I didn't read the book so about that, but I listened some story. I think the first he observed the object is the anabana, and after that ánh sáng là light aloka, đúng chưa chị? Aloka.
Yes.
Yes. I think two objects, and after get the Ruba Chana. After that, he practiced to get the Aruba Chana, like the Dr. Ryan said. I think so.
Of course, in the case of
But
in
so
the case of,
why is it important? Why is the meditation object is important? Because as you said, there are 40 meditation objects, right? So in order to get into Arupa jhana, he has to take the kasina objects.
no. So they have to say the problem is because the Buddha claimed he has no teacher, right? He has no teacher. He has no teacher to become a Buddha, right?
Yes,
Okay, this is
yes.
no. Okay, yes, no teacher to become Buddha. This is this mean. I also know it is. He means to become Buddha. That means those Logia teachers did not teach him vipassana meditations. Okay,
That's
but
right. Yes, this is about vipassana. This is not about the samatha.
yeah. Okay, but that vipassana meditations he practiced based on Rupa and Arupa jhanas. Okay, Rupa and Arupa jhanas. So those Rupa and Arupa jhanas, um, he attained twice. We can say, he attained twice. He attained twice. Okay, and those Logia two Logia teachers, and then later, under the body tree, he attained. Okay, based on anapanasati. So, if one has had attained something, so and then how to say, and then so he has already experienced, then he will be quickly able to attain the same skills, the same jhanas, the same jhanas. What I mean is like that.
Yes.
So his
Yeah, but it doesn't.
his practice, vipassana practice, meditation practice is related to Logia jhanas. Logia jhanas.
Yes, but it's only the object. It's not the method. That is, we're talking of the method. The method of practicing vipassana. He did not have a teacher to teach him that vipassana technique.
Yes, we all know.
He can take any object, right?
Yes, you can take any object. What I mean is, for example,
So what I mean is that the object is not important, right?
no, object is
No,
not
so
important.
here.
Uh,
Right.
okay,
Okay.
object is not important. If how to say, if he has practiced and practiced, anapanasati with those two teachers, and then if he practiced the same meditation object under the Buddha at the Bodhi tree, the same objects, but this same quality and the mind power, mental power support his vipassana meditation. Okay.
Yes, yeah, but I mean, so he just the technique, vipassana technique, he did not get it. He did not
Yeah.
get that from those teachers,
Yes.
right? So I mean, if he contemplated on those arupa jhana, it just nama. So it just he just contemplating on the rising and then ceasing of those things. So there's nothing special about those things.
No, this how to say other people, how does it tend to blame, tend to blame. Of course, we know. So this, so he has no teacher. I have no teacher means. So he means, um, in the case of mundane level, in the case of mundane level, in the mundane level, and not sorry, not in the case of supramundane level, to become Buddha. In the case of, we can say, vipassana meditations, vipassana knowledge, but that vipassana, uh, no, one who reads, the chronicle of the Buddha, so we see, or he has a logia teachers. So when he becomes Buddha, although he how to say, did not get vipassana knowledge from those teachers, why he cannot say, then our answer is, the Buddha's word means he has no teacher, me, how to say, supramundane level, not mundane level. Okay, we can answer. So this is our question.
Well, so you mean when you say he has no teacher, in the only in the supramundane level.
Mm.
But then what does that mean then? When he already a Buddha, then there is no need. Of course he has no teacher. There's no need to say about that anymore because he already an arahant. Then why do he need a teacher?
What I mean is, of course, we know clearly, we know clearly, we know clearly. But like questions may come out, questions may come out. So those questions, so we also know, we also know the answer to those questions also. But what I want you to explore, to find out is what kinds of meditations. So he was given by those two Logia teachers.
Is it said in anywhere in the Ṭīkākyaw and so on? So
No, that's why I asked. So far, I have not checked. I did ask one of my teacher also. He also couldn't answer. He also couldn't answer. So what I mean,
Here is the real question.
huh?
Question is not it does not bother me, but this question, what the question I'm going to tell you really bothers me.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that the Bodhisatta attained the Puppeniwasanusati before he become the Buddha, right?
Yeah.
He attained the
Yeah.
Puppeniwasanusati, which means he can recall past lives, right?
Mm.
So, which means he should be able to recall his life during the Kassapa Buddha, right? And during the Kassapa Buddha, he was a monk under the Kassapa Buddha, which means he had already practiced vipassana at the time, right?
Mm.
Which means when he was still the Bodhisatta, he already know that technique from the venerable the Buddha Kassapa. Then how could he say that he had no teacher? Because in fact he remembered that technique from the Buddha Kassapa. He did not find it by himself.
Okay, what I about this question, what I understand is, okay, about first of all, about Bhuvanivasana. Okay, Bhuvanivasana, like I said last week, although we have very sharp knife, when we keep it without using it, it does not show its scale, its power, its sharpness. So although the Buddha attained Bhuvanivasana, so he may not, he may not use that Bhuvanivasana that he very recently attained. Then I think so he continued. He keep practicing to become Buddha. I think so, without checking his past life. Without checking his past
No,
life.
that is only your reasoning. So that is only your reasoning because remember they said that Puppeniwasana synchronicity of the Bodhisatta is very powerful, and that he remember every single thing in the past. This life, what his name is, and then what his glance is, and so on.
No, maybe this we cannot say definitely also. That's it. That surely only when he uses his Bodhisattva he may know. Then maybe for example, if you want to go to if you go to downtown, for example, to buy books, then only your focus is to buy book, not how to say maybe to study or to and so on. Many other reasons, other focuses are not your focus is only to buy books. So, and of course, to attain Jnana, he has to follow, the stages, the stages one after another, and then so, so Kassapa Buddha and his time, how many years, how many years? So,
No, it's
how many existences did
within
he?
this earth, so not even an eon yet.
Yes. Okay.
Within this earth.
Anyway, what I mean is, although he attained Jnana, did he use that Jnana to check, uh, to find out whether he practiced Vipassana meditation or not? Okay, this is about Jnana. And then the other point is, what I understand. The other point is, although
So
although
at the time he want to be liberated, right? He looking for a method to get liberated,
yeah, it's also
which
true.
means he looking for Vipassana technique.
Yes, yes. So, okay, another point is related to that point. Although um, uh, Vipassana meditations, but Vipassana meditations, so we may pay to we may pay to practice, we may pay to use the Vipassana knowledge. Okay, so and then the other point is bodhisattvas, so they got, up to, how to say, the Vipassana level, the highest Vipassana level, but for the process of, Magaviti, Sarabari Magaviti. So only they stop, at that level. They cannot go more, They cannot go beyond. The stage, the stage of, how to say, Vipassana meditations, um, just before Sadapati Okay, so he has never got Sadapati Magga before, but he has learned Vipassana
Yes,
meditation.
but the problem
He
here
said
is that
meditations,
he could
meditation,
he could remember it from the past, which means he in fact had a teacher. Somebody taught him in the past already, and he
okay,
remembered. That is a
and
possibility.
yeah, possibility, and but then his claim, he has no teachers. Then, so how to understand? How to understand? Maybe does he mean the present life, the present existence? So apart from this, seeing present life, I think seeing life, so did he how to say, did he use that Jnana, to find out whether he practiced Vipassana meditation or not? And then the other point is, so the other point is, the other point is, did he does he mean present life? I think he means present life. Um, so this also, very, very good question. I think he refers
So
to
so
the present life, the
yeah.
present life.
So I asked this question.
Mm.
And he said that he did not find any information,
Any?
right? And in fact, and then I asked
I couldn't, I couldn't, I
one
couldn't
more
hear. I couldn't hear how to say. The sound is not smooth. Yeah,
Manikaya.
your voice is not smooth. Your voice is the sound is not smooth.
Can you hear me now, Sayadaw?
Yeah, okay, now. Oh.
Okay. So I asked one of the monks, and he said that he read in the Majjhima Nikaya, Majjhima Atthakatha, Atthakatha of the Majjhima Nikaya. Somewhere it mentions that Pubbā Niwāsānusati will
Okay.
not remember. Pubbā Niwāsānusati of a Puthujjana will not remember Vipassana. That is a law of nature.
Yes.
But
So
then the problem is that the problem is that he said he doesn't remember where it is. So right now I'm still looking and I cannot find it either. And that monk, he also said that right now he still cannot find it. But he said he remembered, he read it somewhere in the Majjhima Nikaya Atthakatha.
maybe it's also it's also reasonable about that. Also, I have question also. About that also, I have question also. Okay. Uh, yes. So we know Pudujanas past sins cannot know the past and positions of noble persons. At least Sarapati Maga, Sarapanar, Sarapati Maga, and Sarapati. So then the definition of Bhuvanivasana it is Bhuvanivasana Jnana. I also forgot, this Vipassana Jnana is how to say mental power, the mental power. But in one story recently I read one monk, one monk practice Venerable Metta, I think, Aya Metta, Venerable Metta. So when he went to collect for alms, and then collect for alms, so he heard the donors ask his her daughter to give good foods to the monk, venerable Metta, but they themselves eat how to say low quality food. Then after hearing their words, so he went back to his place, and then decided, determined not to get deaf, without attaining the past fruitions. So then he tried, and he became arahant, surely to say. Then deities, the deity knew, deity knew he got, he became arahant. Deity knew that Venerable Metta became arahant. And then, in the Buddha's story also, when the Buddha, Bodhisatta became the Buddha, the deities and Brahmas knew, but so how they knew? So they are Putujanas. Maybe in that in the Buddha case also, the Buddhas attain friendship. No, maybe those deities must not be arahants. I think so. In that case of in the story of that Venerable Metta also, deities, knew like that. So
So no need because of seeker quality of the Buddha, because they want, I don't remember exactly, but they want the karma. That means the wish of the Buddha. The Buddha want a person know about that. Like when the Buddha enlightenment and he observed the world, he see nobody can understand what he under he attachment, so he want to he don't want to breathe it how the Dhamma talk. So at the time, Brahma Sahabati know it and come and approach the Buddha and request the Buddha teach of the Dhamma.
yes,
Because I think maybe the karma of the Buddha, karma means the chanda here. I think so.
yeah, that the request of that Brahma Sampati also very controversial, controversial, very controversial it is. So okay, anyway, there are many things.
Controversial in what sense,
It must be, Sampati Brahma has to ask the Buddha to expound, right? To expound. It is in out of 30 Dhammatas, 30 how to say law or Buddhas. It is the one thing also. It's one thing also. So if how to say the Buddha is a Sabanyuta, the Buddha is Sabanyuta, he knows everything. So and then why he became disappointed to expound you know the teachings, the doctrine that he has known. Is it why should he be disappointed? After knowing, although he is the Buddha, is like that. Like around around that the request of sympathy. Okay, to the Buddha about that, there are like maybe how to say sub questions also, sub question also. Yeah, one Nyamamlang, I think wrote a study, that point. I think so. I read in Sri Lanka. Yes, a big issue. So of course, in the Buddhist literature also there are how to say like untouched, unresolved like literature problems, literary problems, literary issues. That's so of course those like for us they are like contradict, they are not reasonable, many. So those things we should explore, we should study. So those studies will be the answers to the questions of non-Buddhist, non-Buddhist, and very very valuable. At me, studying those problems, solving those problems, strengthen Buddhism, strengthen Buddhist literature. We strengthen, we make Buddhist teachings, Buddhist literature stronger and stronger. So of course, uh, people read, even Buddhist people read. Also, among Buddhist people also, when we read Buddhist literature and story, they don't want to believe. They don't want to believe. For example, the Buddha was the newly born Bodhisatta, and stepped how to say make 7 steps and shouted, acclaimed, "I am the best," etc. 3 words. So some even Buddhist people, even some Buddhist people, they don't believe. They don't how to say. They laugh at. They laugh at, they blame. So to those people who are Buddhist, who are Buddhists living in Myanmar, so how to explain? how to satisfy them, by answering their questions. So then we need to do research more and more. So that's why, uh, so the Buddha said, I have no teacher. But this claim is related to his Lokiya teachers, the Lokiya teachers. So when someone does not how to say read the surrounding literature, the surrounding story, um, the surrounding writings, so they may not believe, they may not understand, even they may blame, they may blame. But for us, we know that this the Buddha means supramundane teachers. That means Vipassana meditation was not to him by any teacher. But Logiya teacher he had. But here Logiya teachers are not meant, not a part to. But the meditations, the jhanas he attained are the same. The jhana he attained are the same. So we can say he attained rupa jhana twice within the same life. But same meditations or different meditations. So okay. Although even minor questions also come out from new generations. So they like many questions, and then gradually when they see like irrelevant and unreasonable questions and reasonable literature and unreasonable stories, and they gradually leave Buddhism. Really, even some monks, as monks also, they blamed Buddhism about Abhidhamma also, Abhidhamma, no important, they say. And they say, Sutta teachings are better than Abhidhamma. So in our country, many Abhidhamma classes, many Syaros teach Abhidhamma, but very few Syaros teach Suttas, and Vinaya. So like that. So these things. Okay, thank you very much. So let's go. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, this your question was very good. So
I'm very sad at that monk. I mean, how could he not remember the location of that, information? It's very important information. And he said, now he don't remember.
yeah.
You cannot just make that kind of statement and then, you don't know the source. It's just, impossible.
No, okay, this is also very good. I have also some issues that I want to know. Some issues I knew easily. I can find back. I can find again. Some uh, questions, some points. Still, I'm asking. So Radhanana Mala says, Radhanana Mala in his Dhamma talk. Also, this also about Vipassana also. Okay, so many many issues in Buddhist literature also that we have not touched. Okay, now let's go. Your question is very good. Now, so he Sankata Bedan Sakalampi Dhammajatan Yatha Yathawa. Yatawa sarasa lakana. Yatawa sarasa lakana padiweda. Padiweda wasena sama sayan vichito pachita paramita sambudena. Sayan bunyanena saman boji inyasi. Okay, we will study this sentence. So this is this should be Vitara sentence. Vitara sentence, elaborating sentence. So here, because this sentence, Tattva Samasambuddha Bhagava, is a definitions, and the wake heart. So normally the sentence, the paragraph, the sentence that comes after wake heart sentence are the sentences after or definition after Vika are Vitara sentence. Okay, Vitara sentence. So this Vitara, this Samasambuddha, that means that this explanation of Samasambuddha goes to up to up to sorry what not to up to where I think so up to this Etta Ota. Yes, I think so. Up to here. Aduland iminadi visesati. So from this to this about Adula. So he is explaining Adula here. But up to this visesati from Tata Samasambuddha to visesati. This is about the word Samasambuddha. The definition of Samasambuddha, explanation of Samasambuddha, the word Samasambuddha. So that's why this he should be Vaitara. Okay. So he saw the Buddha, Bhagavan, so Boji and Nyasi knew. Okay, Boji and Nyasi knew. How he knew Saman by himself. By himself. Okay. Then with what he knew. Sayan Bunyanena, with the Sayan Bunyanena. Okay, we need to. I think I should start with this word. Okay, Sankara Betan. Sankara Betan, Sakalambi Dhammajatan. So Sankara Betan modifying Dhammajatan. Dhammajatan means we can say the collection of Dhamma. The collection of Dhamma. Okay, the collection of Dhamma. So Sankara Bedan, Sankata, Asankata, and Beda. So divided as Sankata condition and Asankata and conditions. Okay, so this Sankara Bedan modified Dhammajatan. That's why this Sankara Bedan should be the entire word should be Kamataraya, adjective. Okay, it's adjective. This is Kamataraya Samasa.
It's not Bahubi.
No, no Bobihi.
It refers to Dhammajatan.
Yeah, Dhammajatan. So Kamatara Samasa also, Kamatara Samasa, the Bodhisatta Samasa also can be adjective. Can be adjective. Of course, some Western scholars, they say, for example, Abhidhamma Samasa, Kamatara Samasa, so any kinds of Samasa, which they modify the following word, another word, they are termed, they are named Bhuvismasa. But in Pali, it's not like that. It's probably not like that, Noun word, noun words, also can be used as adjective. Okay, I often say, English, school, school bus, school is noun, it's no adjective. But because of the word, the following one bus, school is used as adjective. It's like that. Every language, I think so. In Pali also, like that. And for example, kita words, the words can end in kita. For example, bhumi kato, bhumi kato. Kato is already, adjective without the bhumi also. It's already adjective. It can be used as attributive or attributive adjective. It can be, pronominal also. It can be used as pronoun also. It can be used as verb. As verb means predicative, predicative also. Okay, so Bhumigata, this refers to someone, Bhumigata Bodhisatta or Bhumigata Raja maybe, and so on. So that's this
No,
Veda.
but again, here, the word here, it doesn't refer to the classification. It refers to the Dhammacatata, the group of Dhamma, whose classification are. It doesn't refer to the classification. So it has to be Bahubihi.
Bahubihi.
The Dhammacatata that has that kind of classification.
No, okay, then Veda can be, that means Dhammacatata is divided. Okay, so Dhammacatata is divided. Divided. So Veda alone can be, can be adjective. That means it's like, Bhumikato. Right? So then, okay, another idea that if Veda is maybe Bhavasarana, that means like break-in, or maybe we translate then division. At the other time, we can say Bobi. I think so. So in this case, what Sankata Beta. So here, Theodore translate as, no, not translate as Bobi. Okay. So that means Dhamma is divided, Dhamma is divided into as Sankata and Asankata. Asankata. So Veda is like, passive. Maybe then Vaidiyate, Ti, Vedam. Here's a Dhammajatam. Vedam. So I think this is Tabulisa. So Sakata Sankata. Okay, I think this is Tabulisa. I will say Tabulisa Samasa, Tabulisa. So modifying this modifines Dhammajata. Okay, Tabulisa Samasa. How to Sankata Sankatanti Vedam Sankata Vedam. Is then it is like a Madhya, right? It's like a Madhya. For example, it's like what Sambhavana, Kamadra Samasa. For example, nature sanya. Nature iti sanya. Nature sanya, right? Nature iti sanya, nature iti sanya, nature sanya. Sankata iti Vedam Sankata Beda. It's not done or not the Bodhisatta. Should be Kamata, yeah. About Mrisara Manjusatika. Mrisara Manjusatika. So, Adharika Sarah does not explain, does not define this word. Generally, he shows definitions. Here, he does not show. Sangata Beden. Mrisara Manjusatika. Abhidhamma. Yeah. Aniyatika. And here. Sankata Didi Beta. Sankata Beta, yes, here, Bhubismasa. Sankata Beta, yes, then Sankata Beta, here, Bhubismasa. Yes, yes, you are right here. Sankata Beta, yes, then. Yeah, Vadarika Sarah, does not use Mrisara Manjusatika. Okay, so let's follow Mrisara Manjusatika. Sankata Beda Yasa Tan Sankata Beda. Okay, according to him, this is Bodhisatta. Sankata Beda Beda. Sankata Beda Beda Yasa Tan Sankata Beda.
Dhammajata is masculine or neuter, so
Dhammajata neuter. Dhammajata. Yeah, but here,
is neuter.
Dhammajata.
Here it is the
This is an object, object of what? Majata, Boji,
it's the object of Bodhi.
Inyasi, Boji Inyasi, Boji Inyasi, Boji Inyasi.
Jata is masculine gender, I say.
So here, so he gives, them. Okay, this is, Vigha, that's why it should be, Dhammajata should be neuter gender. So if to say Dhammajata is masculine, he will give, so, right? So, Sankata Beda. Okay, this is Bhubisamasa. Bhubisamasa. Bhubisamasa referring to Dhammajata. Dhammajata. So Bhajanditi Beda. Then it is Beda is Bhajanditi Beda. Bhajanditi Beda. According to Sankata. Right? How about in the yeah, Beda here, masculine, Bedo, Bejandidi Beda. So, referring to Sankata, plural, he he uses a plural form. Asankatadi Bhuvachana Ota. Okay. This is Bodhisatta, the new agenda. So Sankata, Beta, Yesa, then Sankata, Beta. So according to Nisara Mijisatika, the Bodhisatta. So in this step, how can we translate? That means the Dhamma chapters, Sankata Beta, that has, of course, that has the division of the divisions of condition and condition. Condition and unconditioned. So referring to Dhammacata. So Sankata should be Dondha Samasa. Okay, Sankara should be Dondha Samasa. And then this should be past. Dondha Samasa. Okay, Dondha Samasa is easy. No need to explain. And Sankata and Beta is Bodhisatta. So Sankara Beta, so he Sankara Beta Sakalambi Dhammasata. So the entire collection of Dhamma he knew. Okay, which is the divisions of condition and unconditioned. Sankara Beta. And then Dhammacata. Sakalambi modify also Dhammacata. And then Yatawa Sarasalakhana Privira Vasena Samasayan Privira Vasena. How to analyze this? Dhammacena. Yatawa Sarasalakhana Privira Vasena. So Yatawa, it is Yatawa, it says it's Anipana Patiprika what? Yatawa me like as it is, we can translate as it is. And it is said as Anipana Patiprika what? Also in one way. Anipana Patiprika. So Anipana Patiprika means such words. Those words are generally, noun word. Those noun words cannot be analyzed by means of root, suffixes, like that. This is one way. Okay, so Anipana Patiprika word. So the other way is not Anipana Patiprika word. It is noun word. Like here, Katina. Katina, Kata, Katina, Katina Chivara. Okay. According to Ṭīkā, so Katina Ṭīkā. So he says Katina is Anipana Patiprika, we cannot analyze. And then and he analyzes also later So like the root card, etc. Card inner. And the kata also. Kata is also Abhidhammatthavibhāvinīṭīkā word. So okay, like this word, Abhidhammatthavibhāvinīṭīkā. So yatha word we can say as it is. Okay, as it is. So the other way is yatha wa yatha vasa bhava yatha. This is like bhavadarita. Bhavadarita. Yatha wa. Yatha vasa yatha bhavaditi yatha. According to Vibhavini, they say yeah, Vibhavini, they say yatha yatha bhavaditi yatha. It says the bhavaditarita. Also strange. Okay, another word is yatha bhavaditi yatha. 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 Bhavaditarita. It says yatha plus and Nava suffix, Bhavaditarita. Bhavaditarita. Okay, the meaning is the same. Meaning the same. As it is maybe truly. Okay, maybe truly. This is yatha and the sarasa. The word sarasa is sarasa is sa plus rasa. Okay, sa plus rasa. It is defined as attain rasam. Rasam, sarasa. Attain. Huh? Attain rasam, sarasa. I think so. Or yatha vasa. Yatha. Another way, yatha is explained another way also. Poverty. Yatha vasa bhavo yatha also. Okay, before sarasa, another way, yatha avaditi. This is in Bhasadika. Avaditi, yatha wo. Yatha wo. Yatha vasa bhavo yatha. Yatha vasa bhavo yatha. Sabhavo yatha. Yatha. So yatha me, according to him, yatha me, like truly. It's like truly. Truly mean like as it is also, as it is. And the sarasa. Sarasa is sa plus rasa. Sa plus rasa. Sasa raso saraso. Sorry. Atano raso. Atano raso also. Atano raso saraso. Or saraso. Or sasa. Sasa raso Saraso also. So Saraso means Saraso means here. How to translate? So Saraso may be the nature of one's own nature. One's own nature. I don't know one's own rasa here, nature. Rasa here is not liquid and not taste. Yeah, we can say one's own nature. One's own nature. Okay, and then yet
So, Sayadaw, what is sa in sassa?
sa also like an atta.
Sa is asa.
Um,
Because in the definition,
eh,
sassa, so, saraso, what is sa?
yeah, sa atta saka same here. Sa atta saka same. In some book, I see sakasa also. Sakasa raso saraso sasaraso. In the Bhattacharya, sasaraso saraso. In some commentary, I see sakasa also. In some commentary, I'm seeing adano raso saraso. Saraso.
That means the sa here, the saka right?
Yeah, like
Saka.
saka and atta. Yeah, sa means atta, sa means saka. Okay, then yeah, where? Yatawa sarasa lakana pariwera vasena. So so yatawa, I think this is above. Above, or maybe yatawa modifying like sarasa. So yatawa can modify sarasa lakana, or yatawa can modify pariwera, I think so. Yatawa as it is, or truly. So pariwera means penetration, okay, penetration. So what's saying now? So sarasa yatawa sarasa lakana is object of pariwera. Okay, object of pariwera. So yatawa modifying sarasa lakana. With sarasa lakana, the whole yatawa sarasa lakana is object of pariwera. So yatawa sarasa lakana is, of course, Kamadra Samasa. Kamadra Samasa. Okay. Is Kamadra Samasa. So Kamadra Samasa. This is Yatawa is taken as adjective to modify Sarasa Lakana. Sarasa Lakana. So in this sense, we can translate the characteristic. The characteristics, one's own characteristics. One's own characteristic. Yatawa sarasa lakana, one's own nature of characteristics, and which are true. Which are true means yatawa. Which are true. And So because we interpret yathawa as adjective, then modifying sarasa lakkhana. If
So
we interpret, sorry?
what are the steps? Because there are three members in there. So we join what two words
Okay.
first?
Yeah, sarasa lakkhana also, yeah, with lakkhana also. So lakkhana, the characteristics of sarasa. Then sarasa and lakkhana should be Dabulisa samasa, Shri Dabulisa samasa. Okay. Should be Shri,
The characteristic of one's own nature.
one's own nature. Yeah,
Listen.
one's own nature. Characteristic. This is Dabulisa. Chati Dabulisa. Chati Dabulisa. Then Yatava Sarasa fa, right? Yatava Sarasa fast. Okay, Yatava Sarasa fa. Yatava Sarasa also nature.
So Yathawa is that Yatha Iwa or the book Yathawa Sada.
Sorry?
Yathawa is one word, right?
Yeah,
It's
Yatava one.
definition of the verb. Yeah. So you said that yathawa modifies sarasa or it modifies sarasa or it modifies lakkhana.
Yatava should modify Sarasa. Sarasa. Yatava should modify
One's own.
Sarasa. Of course.
So one's nature, which
Yeah,
one's own nature.
which is Yatava me, true, Yatava me true. So
So then if you say that way, then the final word is the jati tapurisa. It's not the kammadaraya. Yatha wasarasa lakkhana. That is the jati tapurisa.
yeah, Yatava Sarasa is Kamadarya, right? Yatava Sarasa is Kamadarya.
Yeah.
Yatava Sarasa Lakkhana is Charita Purisa. So Sarasa Lakkhana is I think we should join first, Yatava Sarasa. After that, Yatava Sarasa Lakkhana. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Yatava Sarasa Lakkhana. Yatava Sarasa Lakkhana. Yatava Sarasa is Kamadarya. Yatava modifying Sarasa. Yatava Sarasa Lakkhana is Charita Purisa. Yatava Sarasa plus Lakkhana Charita Purisa. Yatava Sarasana. Yatava Sarasana. How about no Saraso Eva here? According to Bhadarika Sarah, Saraso Eva Lakkhana. That characteristic of
So that is the characteristic. Its own nature is the
characteristic outside characteristic. So although sometimes we translate all, it's not possessive. For example, certainly, the faculty of competence, the faculty of faith. That of faith modifies, the faculty, indriya. If some scholar translate the faith as faculty, right? The faculty as faith. I think the faith as faculty. Some scholar also translate. So when we translate the faculty of faith, sattindriya, or faith is not possessive. So yeah, nature is a characteristic, right? Nature is a characteristic.
Yes, it has its
Yeah.
own nature, right? Its own nature is the concept. Well,
So then Sakrata, Yatava, Sarasa, Lakana, Charita Purisa. So not Charita Purisa here. Also, then it's like certainty, etc. What are Nagamadra Samasa? Do you remember? Satta, Eva, Indriya, certainty. This is here, Yatava Sarasa, Saraso, Eva here, Lakana. So here, Yatavon Cha, according to Vasarika. Saraso Eva Lakana, Sarasa Lakana. Yatavon Jata. Then Sarasa Lakana Jari Yatawa Sarasa Lakana.
so according to the Vasatika, I think we have to join the Sarasalakana first.
Yes, Sarasa Lakana. Yes, Sarasa Lakana. Yeah. Sarasa Lakana. Yata, no, Yata. Sarasa Lakana is joined fast. Sarasa Lakana is joined fast. Of course. Here we join Sarasa, Yatawa Sarasa. Okay, let's follow Sunapadarika Sarah. Yatawa Sarasa Lakana. Sarasa Lakana. Okay, now we will remove this. And then Yatawa and Sarasa Lakana is a Kamadrasamasa. According to Badalika Sarah. Okay. Saraso Iwa Lakana, Sarasa Lakana. Okay. We change Saraso Iwa Lakana. Saraso Iwa Lakana, Sarasa Lakana. Sarasa Lakana, Sarasa Lakana. This is Kamadrasamasa. Kamadrasamasa. Okay. So Yatawa Saras with Yatawa also Kamadrasamasa. Yata Yatawu. Yatawu Cha. Yatawu Cha Den. Yatawu Cha Den. Den Sarasa Lakana. Yatawu Cha Den Sarasa Lakana. Sarasa Lakana Jati Yatawa Sarasa Lakana. Lakana Jati Jadi Yatawa Sarasa Lakana. Yatawa Sarasa Lakana. This also Kamandara Samasa. So Yatawa Sarasa Lakana. And then with Priveda, Priveda Yatawa Sarasa Lakanasa. Okay, Yatawa Sarasa Lakanasa Pativedo. Sarasa Lakana Pativeda. Pativeda. Okay. Yatawa Sarasa Lakanasa Pativedo. Pativedo. Yadava Sarasa Lakana, Pativedo. Pativedo. So, Pativedana was so. Okay, Pativedana. So in this step, this is what samasa? Chati, Taprisa samasa. Chati, Taprisa. Kamata chati. Kamata chati, okay. So Yatavasara Salakana Prati Dana. Prati Vedasa was saying. Okay, Prati Vedasa was saying. Prati Vedasa was so. Yatavalakana Sarada Prati Veda. Prati Veda was so. Okay. Tina, blah blah, Pasena. What? Yatavasana Priveda Vasena. Okay. This is Chati also. This is also Chati, the Buddhista. So before the word was said, there is Chati Kisane. Okay, so in this step, how to understand? So only grammatically, grammar. So penetrate. Vasena by virtue of penetration of penetration by virtue of the penetration of the characteristics lakana, the characteristics of true one's own true nature or yatawa, a true one's own true nature, one's yatawa sarasa lakana priveda. Yeah, one's own true nature. I think so. Yatawa sarasa lakana. Then human though in Myanmar, the true yatawa modifies nature or lakana, nature or characteristic. Maybe human sarasa or lakana.
Well, it should it should modify lakana, right? And the sarasa is the lakana. What kind of lakana? The lakana is the sarasa.
Yes. So,
You see?
but here, Badalika Sero, Sarasa Lakana is joined fast, Sarasa Lakana is joined
Yeah.
fast. Sarasa
So,
is
so the sarasa is the lakana.
Nature. And then with Yatawa, Yatavuncha, then Sarasa Lakana Jati. So then Yatawa modifying Sarasa Lakana, then mainly Lakana. Mainly Lakana. And then,
Yeah.
Sarasa is Lakana itself.
Yes, the sarasa is the lakana.
Sarasa is Lakana. Okay, this so in English, the due to by virtue of the penetration of the characteristic of one's own nature, which is true. Maybe, and then another interpretation that I want to make. is Yatava is interpreted as above, as it is, to modify Priveda. So penetration, like penetrate, as it is, Yatava, as it is. So the Buddha penetrates. Okay, so here, Pasariga Shadow, Pasariga shadows here, also interprets like that. But his, of course, his translation, because it is compound, compound. Yatawa, Sarasa, Lakana, Pradiveda, compound. But in Indonesia, Yatawa modify, Sarasa, Lakana. But in explanations, he explains that it's like Yatawa modifies, penetrate. Penetrates. Yes. Okay. So by virtue of penetration of one's own nature, truly or as it is, we can translate this sentence like that. So only this word we could analyze this week, and then with the previous questions related to the past week. Okay, now time is up.
Okay, thank you so much. Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
please,
Sadhu.
please take some rest.